Hello, how are you? Hope you are all right. And this March has been treating you well enough. The coldest time might be over for this year, yet we never can tell. I remember there was a big snow day on April 1st. That was probably, my gosh, more than 10 years ago in Japan. That was in city Tokyo. It might happen. So, well, last month, of course, the early last month, the Kanto region in Japan suffered with a lot of snow. But then there weren't much problems with train lines or I don't know, but just so many uh, pretty dumb people were carried into the hospital just because they stumbled or fell on the ground, not wearing the appropriate shoes, or some people even were stupid enough to walk so fast wearing the leather shoes or sneakers. My goodness. Well, I don't know. That's their own fault. And they deserve what they got for doing such wrong thing to do on such a snowy day, right? Well, today's idioms. By the way, I am suffering very badly from these spring allergies. My goodness, my eyes are itchy, and I occasionally have the runny nose, sneezing. But this year, my eyes seems to be doing quite badly. So forgive me if I do look bad today. Okay, first idiom for today is to cut in. It means to interrupt or enter sharply into the path of another. For example, okay, we were talking quietly when she cut in loudly and began to tell us about her recent daily struggles, which made us worn out, of course. Another example, we were driving along slowly when a motorcycle with four people riding in, cut in ahead of us. That happened in Taiwan, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Taiwan. And actually, I was pretty scared. So after that experience, those experiences, I just decided to refuse driving in those countries. But then local people don't seem to be bothered by those kind of motorcycles. Well, it's just a matter of getting used to, I guess. Okay, the second idiom for today is to make room for uh, usually people. It means to create space for or accommodate somebody. For example, okay, I would say sit here with us. We can easily make more room for one more person on this bench in the park. Another example is okay, people don't make room for others on trains, especially in Tokyo or Yokohama area, I see. I think because they wanted to keep their spaces for their elbows in order to use their smart phones. And I think it is pretty impolite and selfish. Have you seen those kind of people? Yes, you must have. Quite often, almost on a daily basis, right? Okay, that's making room for. Now, the last idiom for today is to stand up. One is to withstand use or wear, you know. The other meaning is to fail to appear intentionally, leave someone waiting at an appointment or something like that. Okay, the first example is, okay, the leather in those shoes will stand up much better than the leather in those I just tried out. So I decided to get these pair or these ones instead. Another example is, do you think your car or your car tires will stand up well under such a snowy, bad conditions? Well, they warn you that you should change those regular tires to the snow tires. Of course. The second one is, okay, after waiting for 2 hours, I began to realize that he had stood me up at the train station at night. Oh gosh, that was upsetting. Okay, the last sentence for today for to stand up is, okay, I didn't know whether he had forgotten about the meeting appointment or whether he was standing me up on purpose. Oh, that had happened to me not only once, quite a few times. And every time that happened, you just decide not to trust others so easy. That's kind of sad. Okay, today's words. First one is proceed. It means go on after having stopped or move forward. For example, when the guest speaker was late, the session proceeded without her because nobody could wait for her. Yes. Okay. Another sentence is only those with the new special card can proceed into the building. If you didn't have that new one, yes, you could not proceed. It means you could not enter into the building. Too bad. Get yourself the new card or whatever. Okay. The second word is precaution. It means measures taken beforehand or foresight. For example, soldiers used precaution before entering the bomb vicinity, of course. Another one is, we must take every precaution not to pollute the oceans and seas naturally. The last sentence for today is extract. It means pull out or draw out, usually with some effort. Or sometimes it's taking a long time in the researches. Okay, the example sentence is, Dr. Coco extracted my tooth in an amateur fashion. So it gave me pain and they didn't do properly. So I suffered for a long time afterwards. And you pay for it. Don't you think that's unfair? Of course it is. Okay. The last sentence is, okay, chemists, scientists, scientists, of course, extracted the essential vitamins and the minerals from the plants and weeds, which you can find easily on the street in the city. Isn't that significant? Okay, that's all for today. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Aloha.